All right, Jay Moore, you there?
Yes, shut her down and turn it up.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Mr. Jay Moore here with Pat Porter and 4680Q Saturday.
That's right. Big show today.
If it matters. I mean, well, not, of course the show matters, but I mean, if the day matters because of the fact that you can listen to a podcast anytime.
That's right.
People can listen 10 years down the road on a
YouTube.
Wednesday.
It'll be on YouTube as well.
I don't know why I keep saying the day. I got to stop doing that.
Saturday?
Makes
Well,
no sense.
If we're our live listeners, they want to know what day it is.
Yeah, the
Maybe
live
they just
listeners.
woke up a little while ago. You know,
Shout
don't
out to
know
the
what
live
time it is.
listeners. A lot of people listening today because the weather is horrible today, and
Yeah.
there's just wind all over there. You lost your plastic chair down the road you were talking
Went blowing
about.
down the road. I had a plastic, lawn chair on the front porch.
I wish one of the neighbors got some footage of that. And,
Oh, yeah, it would have been a
just
sight, yeah.
Seeing you in your little Rodney Dangerfield boxer shorts and your white tank top running down the street after your brown lawn
Chasing
chair.
down the road after a plastic chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I brought the chair back, and the wind's taking the chair, and I felt like I was like the string on a kite.
Now what do you do with the chair? Do you got to put a brick on it or
Yeah,
something?
I did. I put a couple of bricks on it, put it back on the porch, and hopefully it
Oh,
won't
what
blow
a
away
life you
again.
have, Pat Porter. You get to come on the radio. You get to chase after chairs. It's just a great life.
A tough life, yeah.
Tough life. Tough
know.
life. What a broadcaster.
We love wintertime. Middle of January here. First time in Niagara Falls, Canada, that we've seen some cold weather. Or it's coming. It's coming.
It's almost the middle of January, and we're getting. And I don't even know. I think maybe it's warming up next week. I thought I heard that on the news, but the news doesn't even know how to report the weather anymore. They just
No, they don't
kind
know.
of state the obvious and not really tell you with a forecast because there is no. It's too unpredictable for them.
Yeah.
Or they don't do their job.
How do they
one or the other.
do the 30-day forecast? How do they? You can't
No, they
tell
don't.
more than 3 days
what
away.
is interesting, what I'm finding interesting, Pat, is now that everybody everybody in the world has some sort of social media platform. Every band is on Spotify, even right down to the locals. Everybody is doing YouTube. Everybody has got on a TikTok. Everybody has gone on these social platforms. So the interesting thing is, my girlfriend Ashley, as you know, she likes to watch a lot of this educational stuff, and her brother as well. They watch all this YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just some guy in his living room or in his basement or in a dining room acting like he's an expert on weather. Like, how do I know? And he's trying to forecast what's going on and everything. Not even credible weathermen anymore are on social media or just saying
They are not
things.
meteorologists like
No.
they used to be. Now
Yes.
they're just some guy that, okay, we got
Yes.
a job for you.
What happened to Kim McDonald at the Weather Network?
You can read the
Yes.
weather. Yeah. Just make it up as you go along.
Yeah, and they just act like they're so intelligent going on these deep dives of the weather forecast, and, with their little headset on and their little, their earbuds with the microphone that's on the wire, those ones,
Yeah.
the ones that you can get at Walmart for $15.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, really.
Oh, God.
Radar weather, the radar screen that picks up the weather.
Yeah.
A while back, it was new. When it first came out, a radio station I worked at had the idea they were going to bring in a radar system and put that in the newsroom, and then the announcer on the air would run down to the newsroom every 15 minutes, look at the radar screen,
Yeah.
and find out, the actual weather, where the clouds are and when it's coming in.
Right.
So a guy named Phil Hitchcock, who's no longer with us, didn't feel like running down the hall to the newsroom.
Oh.
So there was no window in the studio at the time either.
Oh.
So he'd look at the weather. He'd say, "Oh, yeah, okay, it's going to be sunny all day."
Yeah.
So that was his weather.
That
Sunny,
was it.
sunny. There happened to be a blizzard in Burlington.
Okay.
He was in Hamilton, and there wasn't much going on in Hamilton. So
Yeah.
he did look out the window. Oh, it looks okay. It's still sunny.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the drivers in Burlington on the QEW were, into a foot of
Yes,
snow.
Yes. Right.
So, yeah, he got the weather all wrong.
Oh, wow.
The radar weather.
Yeah.
So the boss of the radio station got in his car, drove down to the station, and caught him at that and said, Mr. Hitchcock, you did not check your radar weather? He said, yes, I did. I checked it, yeah. Well, you would know that there's a storm in Burlington and there's a foot of snow on the ground. Caught him. Gotcha, you're dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So it helps to check the radar weather.
So that was
Yeah.
what he had to do from then on.
Yeah.
I think he was down there every 5 minutes looking at the...
Yeah, looking at the radar weather,
Yeah.
making his job a lot harder. But shout outs to him for trying to make his job easier. I'll tell you, I went over the Burlington Skyway a couple times this week, and yesterday being one of them. And the wind was so bad that the traffic was so slow. It was like it took a half hour to crawl up that skyway.
What if you're next to a big truck?
What?
What if you're next to a big truck?
The scariest moment in the
a
world.
semi-truck, and the thing is wobbling back and forth.
I do not like that. Yeah.
You're trying to pass it on the right or something.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's going to fall over on you.
No, I don't like that, and I don't like even striking the fear into the listeners that way. But I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah, be afraid.
No, I don't like it, and I think like I try to, and my father always taught me, and everybody that's an old time driver that's been driving for more than 30 years have always taught me that you drive by these trucks. You don't sit beside them. They don't know that they can't see you in the mirrors and everything. And a lot of people do that. They sit. And the same lane, and they won't pass these trucks. Like, just get past the trucks. You're just going to make your life easier. You're going to make the whole driving experience easier if you just get past the trucks. Do that.
They're stuck. They're sitting there. They're thinking the truck driver can see everything.
I wouldn't want to eat, the side of a tractor trailer. I mean, it already happened. Rest in peace. Well, I guess not. Rest in peace.
You've probably seen some of these videos. I see them every now and then when you're looking at quick 10-second videos on the phone. And sometimes one will come out of a car accident. A car will be passing another car and smack, 5 cars go flying through the air.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know why this is fun for people to watch this kind of video.
I can't. I don't like anybody getting hurt. I can't watch that stuff.
It sneaks up on you so that it's the next video in line. You don't even realize it's coming.
I know. Monica and my sister used to watch Fail Army all the time, and they would love to see people get hurt and injured, and it's not entertainment to me.
No, it's not funny.
I can't do it. No, it's not funny.
Not funny.
You know what? Like, it even happened yesterday to a driver driving erratically, if that's the correct terminology.
Yeah.
Had that big accident in Lincoln yesterday.
Yeah.
Going all
tanker
over the place.
Truck or something with the fuel or something too, eh?
Yes, fuel spilled all over. In fact, they closed the highway both ways yesterday and part of it this morning as well for 3 hours. Yeah. Cleaning up and everything, so it's a mess out there, man. And this is one thing I'm going to say. First of all, the winter tires are very important. I guess we got to do these PSAs since we're on the radio, but this is something that actually does bother me as a driver. Like, you got to get your winter tires on for one thing, and you just got to drive the actual speed. What the actual sign says is what you could do.
Yeah.
You don't need to be flying all over the place to get to where. Who cares most of the time? You know what I mean?
You got to save 5 minutes.
5 minutes to do what? And you're going to cause an accident, close the highway. It's disgusting to drive on a highway that is full of snow and you can't see the lines. And you don't know what's going on, and you can't really trust even the other drivers. You don't know what they're doing.
I was just going to say that because you and I have our snow tires on our vehicles right now. So
I just got them yesterday. I got them right in time.
But you got them right in time.
Shout out to Kia on Ontario Street. Yes, thank you.
They put them on there for you.
Yeah.
So you're good to go. But the problem is you're driving down the QEW or the 401 or wherever you happen to be. Interstate,
95.
95, yeah. and you don't know what the other drivers are driving on.
No idea.
Maybe they got bald tires.
Yeah, exactly.
So they put their brake on and at a corner they skid right along.
Exactly. And no matter how many times you have these announcements and these PSAs and you tell people, there's always going to be people that do this. You got to keep that in mind. You're always going to have the people that are driving on bald tires and their car's not up to snuff.
Right.
There's drunk drivers. There's people on weed all the time,
When the roads are slippery, even the best driver is going to be at risk.
That's right. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So just keep your eyes on the road.
Keep your eyes on
you
the
don't
road.
want to
Watch out for the Looney
You don't want to
Tunes.
eat a tractor trailer on the side of the highway because you're not going to win that one.
No. Those guys are probably the safest they can be of all the people on the road.
Well, maybe, but I don't know if I'd want to be one where it tips over on the side of the road or you do get an accident. It may be safe, but can you imagine rolling over in a transport truck, a tractor trailer, like going off a huge load like that, full of fuel and everything like that? No, I don't want to be on the social media platforms that day. No,
I don't think so. Wouldn't be a good idea.
No, it would not be.
So there's our weather report for the day.
Yes, and also just one more quick thing, Pat Porter, the texting and driving. A lot of people still do it. And this is a time of year that you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that.
When that first started, we were allowed to text. When it first started texting, and people would drive along and they'd text with one hand and drive with the other. They're looking at their phone. They're not looking at the road.
No. But to be honest with you, I fancy myself a actually good texter and driver. I could do that. But there's some people out there on TikTok while they're driving.
Oh.
I mean, come on. You got to draw the line, you know?
I can't take my eyes off the road. If
No.
it's bad weather, I got to see where I'm going.
I got to see where I'm going too, and especially where we are, like in Niagara Lake, where they have absolutely no street lights whatsoever. And you're
No,
going down a
winding
dark
roads,
road.
yeah.
And they got these coyotes running all over the place. They just
Yeah.
bolt out in front of you, so you never know when one of those are going to jump out in front of you.
Yeah, they
either.
just jump right out in front of you.
Yeah.
Squirrels, the whole thing. Yeah.
It's just a mess, man. I've said it for the past 3 shows. I do not like the winter. I'm not a winter fan. And I know people throw hate on me because, you should like the winter. It's pretty, the snow and everything. No, it's not, because you first of all, you got to shovel it. Secondly, you got to shovel it off your car just to get out. You got to get into a cold car and warm it up. None of this is fun, Pat. And anybody that thinks this is fun isn't really doing what I'm doing on the daily, because I hate it.
When I was a kid and I didn't have to worry about any of this stuff, winter was fun because you'd go outside and you'd play. You know, you make snowmen, you take your sled, you go for your sled rides.
Stick your tongue on the steel pole.
Well, I never tried that. but I put my skates on and skate on the pond in the back in the woods. You know?
Oh, yeah.
And I never took any thought to maybe this ice isn't that thick, you know, and how deep's the water.
Well, there's every year there's some snowmobiles that go through the water somewhere.
I'm just talking about me on skates.
I know you on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Well, quite frankly, you're a lot heavier than a snowmobile.
Well, come on. Yeah, I lost all that weight. I'm not that heavy anymore.
No, you're looking good, Pat.
Right down to size.
You got a trainer. I've seen that trainer.
Have you seen the trainer?
Yes.
The way she makes me hustle.
She stretches you.
I used to go for a workout, and I wouldn't break a sweat if I'm doing it myself. But I go in with the trainer. 10 minutes later, I'm dripping in sweat. I'm huffing and puffing.
She's got you working. She's working that hard.
Yeah,
she's working that hard up.
So she's got a little timer on her watch.
Okay.
And so the watch, she'll push the button. It'll give me 20 seconds. That's my rest.
20 seconds?
Whatever. Maybe 10 seconds sometimes.
Get a drink of water and get back at
Not
it.
even. Not
even.
I'm trying to catch my breath, and she says, "Pat, you're up again."
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go. It pays dividends. But it's wow, you know, it's torture.
Yeah, it definitely is torture. It definitely is torture. That's why I don't do it, Pat.
Well, you don't need to. You're a young guy yet, you know.
I feel very old.
You feel
that wrestling ring beat the hell out of me.
Oh, well, that's true. You know, there's a lot of jumping.
No,
around.
I could probably stretch and do some yoga. I know Diamond Dallas Page recommends that. He has a program, and a lot of these wrestlers have these programs. But you're just doing it because you got a nice looking trainer.
She's a very nice looking trainer.
Gets you out of the house.
She's an excellent trainer. Gets me out of the house, And the thing is, you know, she really cracks the whip.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing results.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's painful. I mean, you don't go for 3 workouts and then all of a sudden you're fit. This is a lifetime thing.
Is a lifetime, you know, you're in the Army, Pal Porter.
You got it.
You're a soldier.
Randy Vaughn, you know, he's a perfect example. He wanted to get into the muscle building contests.
Yeah.
So he had to build the muscle, which he's done over, 30 years or something. And then he has to lose all the fat on his body, so it shows up when he's on stage.
Yeah.
So he can make the definition stick out.
Yeah.
So, you know, poor guy's down to, you know, his eyes are popping out of his head. He's eating salad.
It messes with your body, I guess, because Randy Vaughn has done that for years, some bodybuilding, and he's won some championships as well as Primo Scardino.
Yeah, same thing.
Yes, and you see the transformations in their bodies when they start competing. It's a huge deal on their food. It's a huge deal on how they're working out and how they're taking care of their bodies because they're competing.
Yeah.
You know, you're competing for the best body out there, the best show out there, and so these guys have to go on strict stuff. You know, I just been reading recently about a carnivore diet, which I may try.
All meat.
No, I think there's a part of it where you fast for 5 or 6 days. I got to look into it. It was recommended.
There's all kinds of crazy diets out. Some probably work very well.
Yeah,
if you do them, you have to stick to them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my diet is Rice Krispies in the morning and follow that by a Kit Kat and a Coffee Crisp and maybe some Wendy's or McDonald's at the end of the day.
There you go.
Tonight I'm having pasta.
So you got your protein, you got your fat.
It works.
You got
I'm
your
lean.
Sugar,
I'm a lean, mean machine.
Carbohydrates.
I get it done.
Off you go.
Yes.
Well.
It pays to be Jay Moore.
It does.
Yes.
It pays to be Jay Moore.
Right.
Your girlfriend's going to be listening, and here's all the secrets of how you stay in shape. She'll know now.
Well, you know what? She's a lucky woman.
Yes,
she is a really lucky woman, and she understands that. Yes.
Yeah, she knows.
When you got a body like mine kicking around your house, I mean, You're a happy woman.
You make muscles in front of the mirror when you pass the mirror in the hallway? Or?
My muscles make muscles.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, yeah, we got another season of wrestling coming up. I have to get you back
Yes,
in the ring.
we're kind of taking the winter off. But this is interesting news, Pat Porter. I got to tell you, since you're bringing up wrestling, as far as Neo Pro Wrestling, which everybody asked me about, we kind of took the February date and moved that to April, and we're taking the winter off.
Good idea.
Yeah, April 13th will be next for Go Neo Pro, and of course we'll have updates here on the infamous Jay Moore Show with Pat Porter. But what's interesting news is tomorrow, being the 14th, Sunday, January 14th, NWX and the CWF, as you know, run by the great Chris Thorne, where you left with a broken leg, bloody, stitched up, and the crowd never seen you again. That is the last show, Pat Porter, at Sea Park Drive.
Really? 35 Sea Park Drive.
Yes, last show is tomorrow. It's a double shot, NWX and the CWF, 2 shows. So you get the NWX brand and the CWF brand. And check out CWF.
So you're going to be a commentator for this event tomorrow?
I'll be making an appearance as I am the general manager of the CWF.
Well, you're also in the Fall Hall of Fame, too.
Yes, I'm also in the CWF Hall of
Fame. So when you walk in there, everybody cheers?
Yes, they do.
When I walk in, they heckle?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they don't like me.
Anyways, Pat Porter, the point I'm getting at, the news that you're going to like.
Yeah.
Tomorrow being the last show, so we'll see everybody at the last show.
Yeah.
The last time at 35 Sea Park Drive. And then we're moving right behind the Capola's restaurant.
Okay.
On Carlton Street. It's 203 Carlton Street. We have the entire back banquet hall is going to be the new CWF studios.
That's going to be nice.
I think the first show there will be April 29th, and it's a licensed event, Pat Porter.
Okay, so you got neon lights there lighting up the parking lot and everything.
And the great thing about it is we can actually advertise the shows now where we couldn't at the 35 Sea Park Drive before because it was a limited capacity.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of these local promoters will call the fire department on you. I'm not saying any names, but a lot of these local promoters will call the fire department on you and try to get you kicked out if you have too many people here. Well, here at the new venue, the new CWF studios, it's going to be great because we'll be able to advertise shows, have capacity, and we have a licensed bar there. So, and it looks beautiful in there. So, we're making the move, man. So check us out tomorrow at CWF. Last show at 35 Sea Park Drive. Okay. It's going to be great.
I got some other fighting news for you.
All right.
Boxing. St. Catherine's Boxing Club putting on the next event.
Yes.
That's coming up March 15th.
Okay.
That's going to be on a Friday night.
Yes.
At the Optimus Club in St. Catherine's.
Well, that's interesting because I heard you mention that on your show yesterday when you were interviewing the JDM band. And you mentioned the boxing. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself,
Yeah.
Why didn't I get an invitation to that? Why didn't Bruce...
You just found out.
Bruce Beanpole never messaged me or any of these...
Bruce Greenlaw.
Joe
Coach
Corrigan.
Bruce Greenlaw.
Yes. Nobody messaged me about the 15th. But am I not invited?
You didn't get an official invite.
And that's in my old neighborhood.
I haven't had my official invite yet either.
Oh, so you're just... announcing this
I'm getting in the ring, whether they like it or not.
Okay.
I'm the MC.
All right.
Self-declared.
Yes. I understand. I understand.
Yeah, so we'll be in there. You'll be there too.
So what's the date on that? That's not
15th,
at the Merritt. That's
15th.
not on the Merritt Community Center, which it normally is. It's at the Grantham Optimus.
Not
the Grantham.
The St. Catherine's Optimus
Yes,
Club.
on Napier Street.
That's right.
Yes.
Right, kind of downtown.
Right by the Armory.
Yeah,
next door to the Armory. It's in my old neighborhood. I used to live on Louise.
That's right.
Yes.
Where you caused trouble when you were a kid.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, and I love when they have the boxing there. It's a little bit tight, but it's good and rowdy show.
Yeah, well, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
All right. So
15th.
now we got done fighting, and we're done talking about working out, and being tired.
It's been a great show. We'll see you next week here on 460.
Bye, everybody. Who we got? We got a special guest coming up a little while.
A little bit later on in the show, we're going to talk to the great Joanie Jane from Rebel Souls and see what she's got going on. I know there's a big show at the Spice Lounge, and I think it's on February 3rd. I got to look that up, but nonetheless. Joanie Jane and Rebel Souls are they do a lot of shows here. Of shows here in Niagara. Plus, last year, they won 2023 Reader's Choice Award.
They did?
Yes, they did. And I happen to know, we'll ask Joanie about this a little bit later on. I happen to know that she's been doing some recording, and I think maybe we'll have a release that way. I don't know if it's gonna be Rebel Souls or Joanie on her own. I have questions.
Okay, we'll find out.
Yeah, so it'll be great.
She will tell you everything you need to know.
I hope so. She's been great to me.
No secrets from Jay Moore.
No. She's a true, honest woman. Yeah. She is. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, very popular. Very popular in the
very popular in the region. Yes, and has played a lot of the big events, as you know. And Hey, the band is great. The band is great. It's one of my.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, what I like about the band is they have different styles of music.
Right.
You know, it's she plays and the band performs and they do a great job. A great job. And George Corey used to always do shows down at Pitchers, you know, the open mic kind of thing where people could come up. I don't know if he still does that, but we'll find out about that. And she's down at Carter's a lot, made a big name for herself. Carter's and Pitchers. A lot of the major and what's that? Pool City Billiards. I've seen her down there. Rebel Souls. They love Rebel Souls here in Niagara.
Right.
No joke.
We're going to talk to Joanie.
No joke band. Yeah.
No joke band.
Yeah.
Okay. And we thought she was coming into the station, but due to this kind of a blizzard that's happening outside,
I don't want her coming into the station. Not that I don't want to have her here, but the weather is horrible.
It's terrible.
I don't want her driving around.
I'm going to be stuck in here all night long with you. We're not going to be able to get out. I'm going to be stuck with you.
I'll get out if I have to smash glass to get out of here.
We'll get out.
Break glass or
We're going home after this. We're not going to sleep here.
I'll set the place on fire so I can get a ride home from the fire department. Just whatever.
Okay. Why do we talking about fire? How about we do something smoky? That's a smoky song here for you.
Smoke a joint? Sure.
Well, sure.
I'm good for that.
We'll do that. Yeah. Here's the Motley Crue. They're smoking in the boys' room. add your smoke. How's that?
Oh,
Oh,
great,
better?
great. I love that music. Smoking in the boys' room, little Motley Crue from the Theater of Pain album, Pat
Oh,
Porter.
you got it. Yeah, good stuff here. Infamous Jay Moore show today.
Yeah, you got to crank it up, baby.
4680Q.
Yeah.
.ca.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it cranked up for sure. I always crank it up when you.
Yeah, we got
your
some good
show's
music
on.
happening, and of course, Joanie Jane a little bit later on. But Pat Porter, let's get to some sponsor reads because they take care of us here at 4680Q.
They do very well. Yeah, they take care of us very well.
And I love talking about them as well.
Well, Spencer McKenzie should be on stage right about now.
Yeah.
Depending on the weather, I guess. But we're taking for granted that Spencer made it to the Regency Athletic Resort. He's going to be there with Steve Grisbrook and Blues, etc., performing on the main stage indoors until 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, now Spencer McKenzie, he's a no-joke performer too, Pat Porter. 2023 Juno nominee for Blues Album of the Year, 2023 Independent Blues Awards nominations for Best New Artist CD, Best Modern Roots Song, 2019 Independent Blues Awards nominations, 2017 Blues Artist of the Year, 2016 New Artist of the Year, International Songwriting Competition 2016 third place winner, and 2016 Toronto Blues Society Talent Search winner.
Well, the guy's got energy. He's got tons
got
of
some
energy,
man. He's
So
got
again,
energy.
get to the Regency this afternoon before 6 o'clock. Spencer McKenzie and Steve Grisbrook and Blues, etc.
Yeah, that's going to be a great show. And last week when we were there, it was packed as well, Pat Porter.
Yeah.
And the week before when they have Dave Rave from Teenage Head.
Jammed.
Yeah, it's jammed at the Regency.
But there's always a place to sit. So.
Well, you can reserve a table. You can call in and ask about a table, and which I actually would suggest you do when you're going to the Blues on a Saturday afternoon at the Regency because it fills up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it fills up.
They're dancing. Wait till they're all up on the dance floor and then grab somebody's seat.
Well, that's what happened last week. That's exactly what you did. Remember when you told me to sit on the floor and then you went and grabbed somebody else's seat that just happened to move onto the dance floor and then they came back and we got in that big fight?
They blamed you.
Yeah, of course they blamed me.
Well,
You throw the
figured
heat
that.
on me.
I figured that out in advance. At least I got a seat out of it.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Let you fight with the poor lady that was up dancing.
I did not.
They've
I
got
just told her
a
to leave
snow
me alone.
pitch co-ed tournament coming up in February at the Regency as well. LMT Connection playing live that day.
Yeah.
17th and 18th, so a couple of days for that. Round robin based on 12 teams. Big prizes, $1,500, $1,000, and $500 based on your round robin 12-team agenda. And part of the proceeds going to the Niagara Children's Center. All right. Talking about Steve Grisbrook, Steve's everywhere. In fact, he's going to be at Hernder Winery July 7th. Music Among the Vines. He's going to be there with Blues, etc., and special guest Joel Johnson as they kick off a summer season of all kinds of great entertainment on the patio at Hernder Estate Wines. Tickets available. Now, the price is fantastic. $10 in advance, $15 at the gate. And, to see great acts like Steve Grisbrook and Blues, etc., Jonesy's going to be there. Rock of the 80s through the summer. Country Junkies. Figure 4 is going to end everything up August 25th. So for $10, you can see Figure 4.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that. And Herder's always has a damn good summer lineup.
Yeah.
They always do.
All the time. Music Among the Vines at Hernder. Just go to hernder.com. You'll find everything you need to know. Crystal Ball Cafe in Crystal Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got stuff going on all the time,
One of
too.
our favorite little hideaways to get out of town and go into Crystal Beach.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people talking about they used to go to Crystal Beach. I remember the old days, but they have no idea what's down there now.
Oh, it's nice down
Yeah,
there now.
it's really nice down there.
They've really regenerated
Yeah,
all
that
the...
whole Erie Road is absolutely...
Oh, yeah.
First of all, there's things to do all year round. It's not just the summertime. But secondly, what they've done in there, and when you go into some of these establishments, it's very, very comfortable. You don't want to leave,
The Crystal Chandeliers down there.
Yeah.
The South Coast Cookhouse, and, of course, the Crystal Ball Cafe.
Yeah.
A beach cafe. Now, on the 27th, Saturday, from 4 until 6 o'clock in the afternoon at the Crystal Ball Cafe in Crystal Beach, Christine Royal is going to be down there teaching you how to journal. Art journal. So you want to bring a journal book, she'll give you clues on how to make this really stand out from the average.
They have a lot of interesting things at the Crystal Ball. Like on the Fridays, they had a lounge, like the Latin Lounge, I believe. And,
they had something. Yesterday.
Yes, and a lot of these workshops are happening all the time as well. So it's kind of an interesting, cozy place. It kind of reminds me of Central Perk off the show Friends.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where they all just sit around the couch and talk and,
Yeah,
and chill.
yeah,
And they
with
got these
friends,
little
yeah.
workshops going on,
Yeah.
and you can do some arts and crafts and just have fun. Have
Oh.
fun with the Crystal Beach community, Pat.
Check it out at crystalballcafe.com. crystalballcafe.com. Also, well, we got to talk about our other sponsor, newest sponsor, sixpackrecruiting.com.
Right.
Now, you call Dale Ann Melnick and you go to sixpackrecruiting.com. You'll find the phone number. Call Dale. She'll pick it up and talk to you. She's got 30 years experience learning how to take students from high school, women athletes, and give them a scholarship to big schools in Canada and the United States, athletic scholarships, so they can play. They can play in NCAA sports and U.S. sports and CCAA athletic scholarships, all this with Canada and the U.S. And she's there to support the student athletes with their university and college journeys. So, you know, you don't have the kind of money it takes to go to, say, Duke University or, University of Florida in Tampa. Well, you know, you got to get yourself a scholarship.
Yeah,
You play volleyball.
I envision it like this. It's kind of the key to unlocking your dreams, to moving on.
Oh,
moving
yeah.
up the
Good way
ladder.
to put it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's really hard to find somebody that could move you to that path. And the fact that we have Dale and everybody at Six Pack Recruiting to be able to do that.
I sat down about a week ago with the Dale Ann Melnick, and I had a chance to talk to her for about an hour about how she does this.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
She has so many contacts, and she networks all over North
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
Australia, Europe, all over the place. And she
Yes.
can place these students that are really gifted in their sports at universities all over.
Yes.
And, help them out. Boy, they're thankful. They write back to her.
absolutely. Absolutely.
She showed me some of the letters that she got, actual letters delivered in the mail,
Yeah.
old-fashioned mail,
Yeah.
thanking her profusely for helping the students out.
Yes, well, I thank her as well, Pat Porter, and thank you for what you do for the community and the athletes and supporting us here on 460Q.
And I thank you, the infamous Jay Moore.
Thank you, Pat Porter. Finally.
All right.
We got to record that and keep that one, yeah.
We got that. Okay, so that's going to be going out on our social media. If you want to hear what we say about the sponsors, it's right there.
Yeah, sponsor appreciation, I call it, Pat Porter.
That's right, sponsor appreciation.
Right.
You can hear everything that's said about our sponsors in one big leap.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so got to play another song, and then we're going to try and get a hold of Joanie Jane.
Yes,
get her
we're
on
going
the
to
air.
appreciate Rebel Souls and talk to Joanie Jane, and let's play some music, Pat Porter, and let's get the show rolling, baby!
All right, here we go. Death by Rock and Roll.
Joanie died of suicide with a candle burning in her eye. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. John forgot what he was on, but he broke the needle, dead and gone. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. I wanna go with a shotgun blast. I wanna go with a woman on her back. I wanna go with balls I won't pray. I wanna go with this bottle in my veins. I wanna go. I wanna go. I wanna go out my way. Amy shot and killed a man with a gun too heavy in her hand. On my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. Janie had steel in her bones, but she burned away, burdened to stone. But on my tombstone when I go, just put death by rock and roll. I wanna go with a shotgun blast. I wanna go with
by rock and roll.
You like that, don't you, Pat Porter?
I like the song.
Yeah.
I like the song. It's a great song.
I'm getting you into some better music
They're
than
pretty reckless.
than
yeah.
your oldies kind of thing.
Hey,
you
they're not oldies.
We got to pump it up here a little bit.
You know, I don't just play the oldies. That was one station I was at for almost 11 years where it was oldies.
Hey, we're still rocking and rolling here,
yeah.
and Pat Porter, it's been great. It's been great. What could I
It
tell
definitely
you?
has, yeah,
Yes.
for sure. How many years? 8 years now. Going on 8 years.
Yes.
We've been together doing these shows, and
Yes, for
we haven't
sure.
killed each other yet.
No,
That's coming soon.
it will.
Yeah. Okay.
But before that, we'll listen to some good music. And somebody that I know that does music and a band that does music right here in Niagara, it's Rebel Souls, baby, and the great Joanie Jane joining us on the phones. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing really good here. We're doing really good, and it's just great to hear from you. I mean, we haven't seen you in a while, not because of you, but because of us. We haven't been out, but I know you've been playing all over the region and getting things done in a big way here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. You got a lot of new stuff to tell us about, Joanie, right?
I do?
Yeah. I'm going to let Jay ask you some of the
She
questions.
doesn't know. We were calling her Pat Porter. She didn't come up with some big report.
No,
I
I'm
just thought it was
I'm
interesting.
just setting her up to let her know that we're going to ask her some
Well, the
questions.
first thing that I know that Pat didn't do one, congratulations, because just last year, 2023 Reader's Digest Reader's Choice Award. What am I
Reader's
saying?
Digest. What are you talking about, Reader's Digest?
Because I look at you and you're
That's
so
for
old.
the old ladies,
yes,
eh?
I look at you and you're so old, and that's.
Oh,
what
come on.
happens, yes.
Yeah. I haven't read Reader's Digest since I
Yes.
was at my great-grandmother's house one day. I had nothing to do. And she said, here, read this.
Would you congratulate the band, please?
Okay. Congratulations, Joanie and Rebel Souls, on your great achievement there for Reader's
Woohoo,
Digest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and I love this because the band is I love doing this introduction because I know the rest of the band is there, right, Joanie? You got
They
them on
are. I have
speakerphone?
everybody. Everybody say hi.
Yes. So we're talking Joanie, George, and this is my favorite part, Ricky, Nikki, and Danny. That's
yeah,
how
we
I
don't have
introduce
Ricky here today. Unfortunately, Ricky's homesick, so we have Jeff who fills in with us when Ricky's not available. So say hi to Jeff.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, how's it going, my man? So Ricky Slick is now Ricky Sick.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Nobody said hi to me yet.
They don't care.
I'm gonna say hi, Pat.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Hi,
All
Pat.
right.
We love you.
What do you want? Are you making this a love fest?
Yeah,
Pat Porter?
he said he loves me, so there you go. What do you want? I don't
No.
even know what he looks like yet. So.
See, you're loved too, Pat. You're loved too.
Poor
Yes.
Jay, really.
There you go.
Boy, here we go.
There we go, Pat Porter. What an interview you're putting on here, Pat
Okay,
Porter.
Jay.
This is
Okay, you got
unbelievable.
another question, Jay?
No, well, the Rebel Souls, I know the next day you got coming up, and I seen some great footage that I loved yesterday at the Spice Lounge with
Yeah,
Joanie
that was
Jane.
thanks to Jeff. He's the one that took the pictures of us at Spice Lounge.
Yeah.
He does great work.
Jeff
for a
Friesen you're talking
photographer.
about? Yeah, he's an excellent photographer.
Yeah, Jeff's here now, so that's what
Oh,
I said.
okay.
to fill in.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we
Thank you,
didn't
Jay.
know. Okay, we're laying it on thick here for you, Jeff. We didn't know that you were really there.
Pat,
I
you don't
play a
know
little
what's
bass
going.
sometimes, too.
I know you do. But standing in behind that camera lens, I mean, you do an excellent job, especially with musical talent, and it really shows.
We've got so much talent here in Niagara. I'm just happy to share it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
we're happy to look at it, so keep it coming.
Anyways, Pat, what I was going to say is what I like about Rebel Souls is I kind of see different music being pumped out all the time. It's not the same old, same old. Like, you take it from one spectrum to the other. And what surprised me is I was looking at some video footage of Rebel Souls and Joanie Jane doing Rage Against the Machine.
Wow.
Rage Against the Machine, which I love. And I absolutely loved it because, first of all, nobody does it. And I know how Joanie Jane and the band is. It's a great party band, I'm going to call them, where
Yeah.
they really get the crowd moving, and Joanie doesn't mind to like belt it out there, get up on the table, do whatever you got to do, make it a good rowdy room where everyone's having a good time. And
It's a
fill
rowdy
these
good
rooms.
time, eh?
And when you have these guys doing Rage Against the Machine, the people are loving it and digging it, and I just thank you for that for one thing, and I think it's amazing how you guys actually play all kinds of different musics, and how do you do that? Is it a different set list for every room? How do you feel that out? Because it's not the same all the time.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. These guys are actually truly, truly amazing.
Yes.
I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for these guys.
No, great backups for sure. Yes, absolutely
Absolutely.
excellent. Yeah.
And each and every one of them brings something special to the table, and that's what makes us fun and unique. But for choosing songs and stuff, well, we have Dan. Dan's a metalhead over here, so he's trying to pull out and get us to do some more stuff. He's still trying to work on us getting to do Megadeth.
Wow, Megadeth. Wow.
But I said that takes some time on that one, and whatever. But no, we all kind of like bring our own uniques to the table, and then we choose, and then we'll choose a song, and then we'll just bring it back, and then we make it our own.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's Nick, by the way, rhythm guitar player. Just want to say, at the end of the day, it comes down to what's going to fit Joanie's voice the best. And there's certain songs we go into that we think it's going to do it, but if she's got the right mojo and has the right power behind it, then the song just takes form, just takes off, that kind of thing.
Right.
So Joanie's got mojo. Joanie's got mojo.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, that's it. She could melt a grilled cheese sandwich from across the room.
Yes. No, it really is amazing, the wide range that you do. I mean, so how do you get this together? I mean, there's got to be a lot of rehearsing. Like, how do you throw in new stuff all the time? Do you throw stuff new every week? Like, where do you come up with the covers?
Well, sometimes we do some rehearsing, and then sometimes certain places that most of the time, our home bars, what we do is we just pull things out of the hat, and then we just try it, and then it just works out, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's so cool! When did you do that?" And we're like, "Now."
That's exactly what I love. That's part of the show to me, Pat. Is it like when I see the band at like Carter's or something, like you say, some of these home bars where everybody goes to see Rebel Souls, they kind of just throw some stuff together. Like the crowd may throw in a song, and Joanie gets the band to do it, and I think it makes for a great show. I think it makes for extra at a show that you wouldn't ordinarily see with other bands. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm throwing shade. I'm just saying it sets you apart.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, absolutely. I think the great terminology that I like to use, especially towards this band, is it's a bit like falling down a flight of stairs but landing on your feet.
Oh, so I like that.
We've gone into so many shows where it's like someone's been like, "Hey, do you guys do this?" And it's like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And before you know it, we're halfway through the song, and it's like, this is going better than expected. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And before you know it, everyone's going nuts. So yeah, it's definitely falling down a flight of stairs and landing on your feet.
Well, you guys bounce off the crowd quite a bit, don't you?
Pardon me?
You bounce off the crowd. What the crowd is doing, you feel the emotion from the crowd, and you react to that.
Oh, most definitely, and we feel the energy and from the crowd, and that's just what gets us going, and especially George. George will feel the energy from the crowd, and the next thing you know, here's George with his guitar on him, and he's out in the audience just walking around the room, rocking it up.
Yeah, George is one of my favorites as well. I've seen him many, many times over at Pictures, even doing the open mics and actually bringing people up and helping them and everything else. Like, he's done music his whole entire life. Like, you're talking almost legendary there, maybe legendary.
Thank you so much. Got me blushing here, Jay.
Yes, very humble man.
I do what I can. I love what I do, and I like not only performing, but just getting everybody out and getting everybody involved and music for everybody.
There's a number of bands in Niagara that are superlative, and Jay, you're going to have to look that one up because you probably don't know what it means.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But there's a number of bands that are really good, and you guys are definitely in the top, I would say top 5 of great bands in Niagara.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
The crowd loves you.
There's a lot of great bands in this area.
Yeah, I know there are.
Oh, there's a ton of great bands, and you guys are breaking through the glass on a lot of that. You're booked all the time, booked well in advance all the time. It takes a while to get you guys, but I'm sure you're open to bookings. But I mean, it's just crazy. Rebel Souls is everywhere, and all the great venues, like all the ones that really produce some good live music here in Niagara.
Definitely.
What's happening with Joanie Jane, if I may? You're recording some stuff as well?
Yes, I had Rob Laidlaw who signed me, and Inio who signed me to go on my own, and so I'm just in the recording studio doing my own stuff right now. My music should be out sometime this year.
Oh, amazing.
But I'll still be performing with these guys.
For sure.
I told them, I'm sorry, guys, you still can't get rid of me yet.
No.
So I said, you guys are stuck with me for as long as you guys. Yeah, it'll take a lot more than that. So I said, you guys are stuck with me for however long we can do this for.
Well, I'm sure the boys are happy to have you there, and we here in Niagara are happy to have you with Rebel Souls because Niagara loves that band. I can't say it enough.
Yeah.
But that's an honor to all of us, and we truly appreciate all the love and support from everybody.
Yes. So
Joanie, you probably notice when you walk into the venue, when you walk into the bar, you're setting things up, you're mobbed by people already before you even start. how do you get your work done? You know, your tuning and everything that has to be done with everybody just crawling all over you saying, "Oh, Joanie, oh, wow, Rebel Souls are here, wow." Yeah. Because you get that every time, eh?
Yeah.
I do, and you know what? It feels actually really, really good because then that's how I truly feel the love and the support, and that you know, myself and the guys, that we're really truly connecting with everybody, and you know, it's very important to be able to connect with somebody and make the audience also feel special and a part of what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I go out in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do we got on deck? We know that February 3rd you're at the Spice Lounge.
Actually, yeah. So actually, January 27th, we're over at Carter's.
Okay.
And we have the famous Jeff filling in with us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on bass.
Nice.
Yeah, and then also the February 3rd, we're back at Spice Lounge.
Yes. Now, how is that room? I haven't been to the Spice Lounge, but it looks like they do some pretty good stuff there.
Oh, the Spice Lounge is absolutely amazing. Like, and you have people that come from all over the world, right? And so we've met people from Chicago, Ohio, Las Vegas,
Really?
like everywhere. And then and the funny part is well, the great part, not funny, but the best part is that they see that we're playing there, and they actually make another trip down just to come and see us again.
That's amazing.
And they book rooms.
Because you're in a tourist area, you're in Niagara Falls. That's perfect.
Yeah, and they actually book their vacation around
Rebel Souls show up. Absolutely. Why
Wow.
wouldn't you? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. Like we are very, very blessed, and like I said, we are very grateful for all the love and support that
Yeah.
we've had for us being together for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Only 3
And
years.
very grateful
It
and
seems like
blessed
you've been
that Jeff
together a long
actually
time.
filled in as well.
Oh, yeah, Jeff. Jeff took my picture one time. Well, one picture, one time.
He took
That's
your
it.
picture one time?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
picture. Then he probably said, "I'm not taking that
No,
guy's picture
then he had to
anymore."
pay a new camera for a new camera because you broke
Camera, I had
it.
to get a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you owe him a lot of money, Pat Porter. There you go.
Well, as soon as I make some money, I'll pay you, Jeff. But I still got to
my
feed
breath.
Jay Moore most of the
Yeah.
time here, you know.
Yeah, stand by your mailbox,
Buy my
Jeff. It's
hamburger
coming.
that takes my paycheck, you know, the way he eats.
Pat Porter. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
No, Rebel Souls, it's been a great 3-year run, and we're rolling strong, and we'll see you on the 3rd at the Spice Lounge. And when is the Carter's date?
The Spice Lounge?
The Carter's date.
Hello?
Hello, Carter. The Carters.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thought we lost you.
Yeah, the Carter's date was what, the 24th, you said?
Carter's is 27th.
Oh, 27th.
Yeah, and then we have
Social on the 9th.
And then we have B-Side Social on the 9th of February.
Okay.
And then Dive Pub on the 10th
Okay.
of February.
Yes. A lot of people have been telling me the Dive Pub is also a great room, and also B-Side Social. Is that in Hamilton?
Yeah, B-Side Social is in Hamilton, and we also have, we play out in Burlington at Dickens, and
Okay.
we play, a lot of places.
Yeah, so there's plenty of places for you to see Rebel Lounge, whether it's in Burlington, whether it's in St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, all over the place, Pat Porter.
Yeah, Rebel Souls.
Yeah.
Not Rebel
Absolutely.
Lounge. Yeah.
Did I say Rebel Lounge?
Yes, you did.
Oh, my
You did.
God.
You said Rebel Lounge, but that's okay.
I screw up every time.
We knew what you meant, Jay.
Spice Lounge, Rebel Souls at Spice Lounge, February 3rd.
There you go.
Craziness.
Yeah. Jay Moore, you say that's it.
I thought you had a question. No, I was just
I'm
plugging
just
up the
looking
Rebel
at you.
Souls.
I have to keep keep your grammar and your diction and everything, on the straight and narrow here. because
I can't take
you'll
it
just
anymore.
fly off in
I
any
can't
direction.
take it anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Joanie
one of
Jane
those days, isn't it, Jay? It's one of those days.
It is one of those days. It's turning into a disaster because I got to sit here in a studio with Pat Porter. I'd rather just be with you guys myself at the rehearsal and having
we
fun.
would love to have you here, too. Maybe one day you could come out and chill with us at rehearsal.
We are going to do that. So, and until then, we will. It's been a great conversation with you, Joanie Jane. We look forward to the new music coming out, doing it on your own later on this year, and the big shows that you coming up at Carter's, Spice Lounge, Dive Pub, and everywhere.
Correct. Thank you again so much, Pat and Jay.
No problem.
Thank you, Joanie Jane and Jeff, and all the best of Rebel Souls, all the rest of Rebel Souls.
And check out Rebel Souls on the social media platforms,
Yeah.
and maybe if you
Yes,
want to.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's all there. It's all there, Pat Porter.
I got it.
Joanie Jane, it's been a pleasure. We love you, and we'll talk again.
Always a pleasure. Love you guys, too.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Joanie, and everybody else there. It's been great today. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, we got Jane's Addiction here. Let's play some music here. Right here now. It's Been Caught Stealing. That's the title of it at 4680q.ca. Yeah? They're playing. Yeah, here we go.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. You got everything screwed up.
There we go.
Your music playing. You got
Jay,
no
mic
mics on. What is this?
Your microphone's back on.
Thank you.
All right.
Shout outs to Joanie Jane and everybody from Rebel Souls for calling in. That was great. Great phone call. We love Rebel Souls. Check them out on the 27th down at Carter's in St. Catharines, and at the 3rd here at the Spicy Lounge, and all their other dates you could check on their social media pages, Rebel Souls. They got some shows at the Dive Pub, Haphorter. They got some shows at Dickens in Burlington and B-Side Social in Hamilton, all coming up. And Rebel Souls, they rock it out, and they keep pumping it out all year long. So you'll see Rebel Souls forever.
Yeah,
forever.
I got to see more of them.
Yeah.
This coming spring and summertime and in the fall, they're going to be out at festivals, events, and
yes, and
venues all over.
Like I said, award-winning band. They won the Reader's Choice Award.
That's right.
Yeah, Reader's Choice.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm tongue-tied. When I talked to Joanie Jane, I got tongue-tied. You know what happened last time when I was here?
What happened?
When we had that other guy uploading podcasts, they spelled Joanie Jane's name wrong.
How do you spell Joanie Jane?
I don't know,
wrong?
but it was spelt wrong, and I just felt embarrassed and stupid. And I think even when she was in the green room here, I was talking, bringing in Joanie Jane, and I think I called her Jen Downey by mistake as well. So I get tongue-tied. I get nervous.
Yeah, you just got
around
women
Joanie
on the
Jane.
mind.
Yeah, no, I get nervous around Joanie Jane.
You just love all these beautiful
Yes,
women.
yes,
That's
yes.
what happens to you.
Yes, she's a star, Pap.
Oh, I know she is.
Absolute star.
You got to check out what we put on Facebook the other day. Promoting her appearance.
Well, Niagara loves Rebel Souls, baby.
Yeah,
so
for
do
sure.
we. So shout outs to you guys for calling in today. Shout outs to the audience for listening today. I'm wrapping it up, Pat Porter.
When are we going to be back, Jay Moore?
We'll be back next week as we are each and every Saturday here at 3 o'clock. Pat Porter is in on Friday, 3 o'clock. And, of course, all our shows are up at 4680Q. And we got them on the YouTube and everything. InfamousJMoore.com for all the other information. What more can I say, Pat Porter? Shout-outs to the Regency. Shout-outs to Spencer McKenzie. You going to play some music?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
That's it.
We'll see you next Saturday here on 4680Q. Infamous J. Moore Show with Pat Porter.
All right. Have a great week, guys, and we'll catch you next weekend.